What's going on, guys? Of course, here in Gaming Legit, bringing you some Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. Today we're going to be talking about initial impressions of game balance, map strategy basics, and a couple other things, but those are the main highlights. My first impressions of this game was, wow. I had a big learning curve on this. I didn't understand right off the get-go that the support strike package accumulates over time. It doesn't matter if you die. If you have Juggernaut set up and you get to that amount of points that you need to be able to get to the Juggernaut, then you will get the Juggernaut. It doesn't matter if you're negative 17. And so it's kind of a strike package, even though it's labeled as support. Oh, excuse me. It's more catered towards those new Call of Duty people or people that aren't really able to manage getting the kill streaks. Actually now it's called point streaks because you can literally shoot a UAV or knife a SAM turret and it goes towards your point streak. There's been several times I've shot a UAV or that exact situation. I just knifed a SAM turret and have gotten my kill streak from that. That's really cool. That's an awesome addition to the game. I'll just get this out right now. This is the most balanced, best Call of Duty game I have played to date. I am level 72 right now, and so I have logged quite a bit of time. It's crazy, even though I'm already ranked 72, which seems like it's really high to me this early in the game's release. I have logged in quite a bit of time in this game. There's still guys when I get on that are already like prestige level 40, which is just absolutely insane to me. I don't know how people manage to piece together that much time to be able to play the game, but it's absolutely unreal. Anyways, played some domination, obviously. Talked just briefly about my initial impressions of the balance, but I want to get right into the maps. The maps are something that keep on coming up in forums. I've heard it in a couple commentaries of people that kind of addressed it a little bit. They're saying that I don't really like the maps in this game. They're really small. Yeah, I don't know. I think the main reason why people are complaining about it is because the maps are too balanced. And you got to hear me out on this one, because comparably to the other Call of Duties, there's places I've been able to find in Modern Warfare, Black Ops, World at War, Call of Duty 4, all the previous Call of Duties. There's been key points to the map where I've found over time that, okay, on the spawn, I'm going to go to this spot, set a claymore here, and I know for a fact that I'll be able to get a high kill death ratio and hopefully win the game if I'm playing an objective game, but overall just completely slay people. This game, Modern Warfare 3, the maps are insane. They did such a crazy good job of balancing these maps. Yeah, spawns are kind of an issue because but that's mainly due to your own teammates being idiots. You can't expect to be working perfectly in tangent with 8 other people that are just pub guys that aren't going to be talking. They don't have headsets in, and they're not. They're playing their own game. Basically, they're on your team, but they're playing their own game. They could care less about you. And so spawns will switch if you have teammates that are constantly pushing over into their spawn, and then you happen to be that one unlucky bastard that's over by where they're going to switch their spawn to, and so a guy that you just previously killed spawns behind you, catches you off guard. Yes, that shit gets pretty annoying. But the maps as a whole, man, these are the most balanced maps I've ever played in Call of Duty. They're absolutely insane. They were super frustrating at first when playing this, just because I could not. I'm so used to be able to go on Call of Duty, and I'm not even a big Call of Duty gamer, like at all. I'm mainly like Halo and Battlefield 3. Call of Duty is one of those games that one of my best friends plays, and he constantly plays the game, mainly because of zombies. He's really into those type of game types. But this is one of those games where I can get on with him, and we can just go on a tear together with just the two of us, and just completely dominate a game. And games are only like 10 minutes long versus like Battlefield can be upwards of 20+ minutes, which is just super long, and they get pretty intense and stressful. But now with Modern Warfare 3, when I get on and play these maps, and especially in the beginning, I was going like 1.5 KDR, and most of you guys are going, oh, that's pretty good. But to me, I'm so used to getting like 5-point kill death ratio, 10-point kill death ratio, like absolutely destroying people on Call of Duty. And I could do it pretty easy without practicing this game at all, because I knew of a couple spots that you could really get in and bunker yourself down into. And since Scavenger was able to replenish claymores, or just because of perks in the game, it made it so that you could safely defend yourself in key points of the map and control it and be able to understand the spawns. But since spawns switch so much in this map, and since the spawns are so close to each other because the maps are so small, you're always a victim in this game, right? You're always the hunter. You're killing people. But at the same time, too, you're always the victim because the game is always switching on you. Unless you're playing a domination game like we are and you take 2 points and you just completely destroy them. But in team deathmatch is in some of the other game variants. And even domination gets that way, too, if you have some team balance going on. But the other reason why the kill death ratios, especially for me, haven't been nearly what they used to for the Call of Duties is because at key points of the map, or actually every single point of the map that you think is a cool spot, there's like 3 different ways to get into that building. Take this one for example. There's literally 3 to 4 different ways to get into this building. You can't pack yourself into this building. If you kill me once in this building, you might be able to kill me again, but I'm going to be able to get to you because there's like 3 different door options and you can't protect every single door. And that's how this entire game is mapped out. It's crazy. I've found only a couple spots where you can kind of pack yourself in and somewhat defend, but it's super hard, man. The map designs are absolutely brilliant in this game, and I really got to hand it to Sledgehammer and Infinity Ward, whichever one of them developed the maps. I know it's supposed to be a collaborative effort, but I'm sure there's one of the teams were taking over or taking charge of one of those. But either way, the maps are absolutely fantastic. The only problem, of course, there's got to be a problem in the game. The biggest problem I have with this game is the death streaks. I think it's kind of bullshit that they brought those back, to be honest. They really, really bug me. I kind of understand why they brought them back, to help out the guys that are stuck on those bad teams. There's nothing they could do to get out of certain spawns, especially if you're playing. There's been a couple times where I've gotten on and there's 8 guys with all matching clan tags and gamer tags, and I have no idea how they have that large of a group that happen to be able to get on at exactly the same time and practice up, but you just get completely torn by these clans. There's nothing you can do about it. It doesn't matter how good you are individually. If you're not working together, you're going to get destroyed by these guys. And so there's a couple times where I got like juiced, the juice perk, where it was really nice because I was able to sprint away and get myself out of that spawn and actually get myself back into a kill streak to counteract the ass bashing I was going through with that team. But the other kill streaks, like Final Stand, why the heck did they put that back in? That drives me absolutely insane because that was like one of the biggest things that people complained about. And I can't even count how many times so far in this short amount of time I've played this game that I've been killed by Final Stand right before I'm supposed to get my kill streak. You know, it's one thing that I get killed, but if you're doing work and you're right there, you're just about to get your kill streak, and you put a guy down on a Final Stand, he's able to kill you. And the problem with Final Stand is that when they drop to Final Stand, they don't even get their secondary weapon. They get they have exactly the same screen as they did before, and they almost know no different. They have their ACR or whatever primary weapon that they had, just the same view on the screen. There's no hinder or anything, so you have to kill them twice with their primary setup, which is insane. And more often than not, you're going to get killed by it because it catches you off guard every single time. You can't assume that every single person that you're going to kill on the map is going to fall down into Final Stand. So that is pretty damn aggravating, to say the least. But it's not a game killer for sure. So just an ending, this is not a Battlefield 3. You guys should not compare the 2 games. They're completely different games, supporting 2 completely different play styles. It totally depends on the mood you're in to which game you want to jump in. The comparison between the 2 games is just kind of bogus. There was some competition between cells, but Call of Duty just completely obliterated Battlefield and EA and DICE as far as game cells go. But that's Call of Duty, taking over the world. It's going to be nearly impossible to take over that franchise just because it's just too popular. It's a bandwagon thing now. But nevertheless, check out the previous video. I talked about a couple of the issues I'm having so far in Battlefield 3. Subscribe if you haven't. Join the Facebook at facebook.com/gaminglegit. Also, there's some recommendations for you guys. I'll catch you guys later.